I'm not doing that.
That is literally the famous
that.
combo is strawberry blueberry smoothie, you nutball.
People need to just learn boundaries. Like, it's okay for you to be like, you don't get all of me. Like, it's like a flex to be like, as soon as someone meets me, I give them all of me. That's not a flex. That tells me that you don't have boundaries. Hi, everyone. I can't believe this. We're here. Welcome to Swipe Talk, the podcast.
Where opposites attract.
It's crazy to be here. Not even to be a-hole, not even to be cunt, but like, I shouldn't start the podcast off by saying cunt, but not even to be like facetious. That's a better word. This truly is really long anticipated. Like, so many people have been asking us for a podcast, and now we're finally here.
And we have all of our equipment. I'm like gonna cry. We have like all of our equipment, like the lights and the camera. Yeah. It feels so special, and I'm so happy to be here with my girl Simone.
I know, with my girl Isabella. So here's the thing. Yeah, Isabella and I are here, and you see the name of the podcast. It's Swipe Talk, Opposites Attract. Or
yeah, what does that mean?
Where opposites attract.
And it doesn't mean that I'm Republican.
Let's make that clear from the jump.
Because I got scared.
Isabella's Republican. She did.
I got scared when we were like opposite. We're opposites in every way. Yada yada yada. Not politically.
Like, yes. No. If you have ever consumed a single piece of Swipe Talk content, then you see how different Isabella and I's temperaments are, and how we generally approach and think things completely oppositely. And that's why the show is called Opposites Attract. But something that is a common ground is that we are opposite in a lot of ways, but not morally.
Yeah, we have the same values, ethics, morals, but we differ in life experiences,
yes, we do.
Tastes, preferences. We just tend to like look at things from very different perspectives.
We do.
So like if there's a chocolate bar, like I'm looking at it from the left side.
Right. It's like the Twix. It's like the Twix factory. It's like, is it the left Twix or the right Twix?
Yes.
It's all the same Twix. But is it the left Twix or the white Twix?
She's a poet. She is a motherfucking poet.
Twix, hire me for your advertisement department.
Okay, so that's why we're called Opposites Attract. But who are we? In case there is some way blessing on earth that Spotify just threw us out there and said, listen to these quirky girls. We are Simone and Isabella.
Yes.
I am Isabella.
I'm Simone.
And we run a show called Swipe Talk, where we react to all things dating. We talk about dating profiles, online dating, games, just kind of like all over the topic of the dating world. But here's the thing, you guys. We have more to say than just dating. We want to expand into other categories and other things, and we want to continue to speak and talk and learn together and laugh. And brighten your day. I struggle because when we were starting a podcast, I was like, there's so many podcasts in the world. What am I offering that other people aren't? Or like, is this a waste? I don't even know. I just like get in my own head.
You
and then
overthink.
I was like, you know what? Yeah. If this podcast genuinely can make one person, sorry, this sounds so cheesy, but like if it can make one person's day better, like makes one person smile, I want this podcast to feel like you're talking with your friends. So like if you're a little lonely, come hang out with us. And if this can make you feel any less alone, then that is not a waste, sister. Then that is a win.
Isabella thinks about it in that way. I feel like the value of our podcast is that generally when you watch a podcast, and not just watch a podcast, just your life is one big echo chamber. Like if you're doing a good job, well, you could argue whether or not it's a good job, but generally you are around people that are exactly like you, and you tend to hear perspectives and like thought processes exactly as you would likely already do them. But the advantage with me and Isabella is that we're approaching conversations and we're approaching subjects from two completely different places, mindsets, thoughts, life experiences, and it allows you to understand other.
Right.
It also models how to have a constructive conversation with someone that you may or may not agree with.
That you may or may not hate.
Why would you say that?
I was kidding. I was kidding. We love each other.
We do. Our relationship, you'll see us trying to pitch our relationship. We will not be pitching our relationship to you. You'll see. If you have watched, you will see, and you'll fall in love with us. And that is why we are here. Welcome to our podcast. In talking about Isabella and I's temperaments being so different, we were thinking about the flow of the podcast being like, Isabella is like queen of creativity, queen of like thinking about something that would have never effing crossed my mind. And she leans so positive, so happy. Whereas I'm like, what are the deep problems in the world and conspiracy theories? And like, what about this? And like, what do you think about that? And so we were thinking about the flow of the podcast and how to reflect that. And basically Miss Girl brings something and then this Miss Girl brings something. And as far as subject today, we felt like it was only right to start with dating.
Today we are going to be covering topics across the board, ranging from what objects are canonically dating, what celebrities we think would be fun or different to date each other. And then we get like more serious, talking about the topic, is it true or not, if he wanted to, he would, and if there needs to be a 3-date rule, and kind of at large, what kind of dating rules we should be following and feeding ourselves. So we have a wide range of things we explore today. So buckle up, pull your pants down, and get ready to sing.
This is my secret, Isabella. You don't know this. I haven't told you this.
Okay.
Our first subject, I want you to know that I actually don't know what one of the words means, and I refuse to Google it to learn.
I also was speaking to someone last night and said canonically, and they were like, what the fuck? I love the word canonically, and I use it all the time, and hopefully I'm using it correct. But it's like, what is essentially dating? What is spiritually dating? Like, oh my God, exactly. So things that are canonically dating, you guys. So like things that aren't actually dating, but I'm like, they're dating.
Right.
And whether or not we agree or disagree.
Right. Because that's the operative word. Agree or disagree. Period. Isabella, what do you think is canonically dating?
Strawberries and blueberries. Dating.
No,
Why?
no.
What is wrong with you?
I think what is wrong with you? I think the strawberries and pineapples are dating, and I think that they are married.
You're insane.
And I think that strawberries and mangoes are boyfriend girlfriend.
You are
and like they're on and off. But
you
if you think that strawberries and fucking blueberries are dating,
okay, you are so twisted, and every single person on the podcast agrees with me and is screaming at their television.
Who the
this
fuck
is somehow
is going
on their
to go
television.
get a strawberry fucking blueberry smoothie? I'm not doing
Me.
that.
That is literally
I'm
the
not doing
famous
that.
combo is strawberry blueberry smoothie. You
No,
nutball.
if anything, is strawberry banana, and I have a deep visceral hate for strawberry banana.
No, banana's dating peanut butter. Banana and peanut
That's
butter
fine.
aren't dating. And honestly, banana and peanut butter are having an affair because peanut butter and jelly are married.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say peanut butter and celery. Mind you, I don't do
Can
I don't
you?
do anything
We are
with peanut butter.
hopping. We are hopping. Can you just give me a sec? What were you gonna say about peanut butter? Oh, because Simone's allergic to nuts.
Yeah, I'm allergic to peanuts, so I don't actually know who the fuck peanut butter is dating. Like that's my bad. Like I literally don't know.
That's my bad. Sorry to this man being peanut butter. Okay, strawberry and blueberry literally are dating, and I can't believe that you think that they're not. That is crazy. Also, pineapple is tropical. Who is pineapple with? Pineapple could be with kiwi.
Pineapple could be with kiwi. Pineapple, papaya. Delicious.
Yeah. Here's what I'm going to say, Simone. You silly girl. Strawberry and blueberry literally are next to each other at the supermarket.
Okay. What do you want me to do about that?
They date.
I mean, strawberry and raspberries are.
No, raspberries and blackberries are dating.
Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries.
Raspberries and blackberries are dating, and strawberries and blueberries are dating.
I
and
disagree.
Everyone knows that, and that is actually in the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, next. The letters S and R. I don't think anyone can disagree with that.
I don't have an opinion on it.
Great. Q, R, S. RS, as well as LMNO, are in a polyamorous
I was going to say, because if someone was like, what's the letter before I? Fuck off. Can you start in the middle of the alphabet?
No.
Right. I would have to go LMNOP, QRSTUV. I couldn't go like.
If we started with like GHIJ.
No.
Give me a letter. Toss out a letter. Let's test it.
P.
QRSTUV, right?
Isn't it?
LMNOPQ. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Oh, you got it.
But I couldn't say what's before it.
Me either. You do me.
D.
E.
Okay. S.
G. TRU.
No.
Sorry. RTU.
No. R is before S.
Oh, shit. Wait, what was my letter?
You guys, Simone's camera's off, so she actually can't retort. So I'm just going to say something to you guys. I think French fries is dating hamburger. But hamburger and hot dog, those are dating. Wait, did you delete? You deleted when I said that Florida is dating Idaho or wherever
Or
the
whatever
fuck?
the fuck. Because I was like, what? What?
Why would you delete that fully tangible thought? The girls that get it, and the girls who don't. Tell me that Florida isn't fucking Idaho and like Montana, and like Florida's like in her slut era in an awesome way.
Okay.
Florida is fucking.
Okay.
She fucked South Dakota too.
Okay. Okay. This next thing on the list, I was trolling when I put it, but I just feel like chicken nuggets and steak sauce go together.
A1.
A1 in particular.
Sure.
Here's why.
I also am saying sure to, I'm listening with my open ears, but
Yes, but
my heart is shut.
Exactly. my heart
That goes
shut,
with
ears
steak.
open.
It's in the name.
No. Let me tell you why. And do you know what though? I'm trolling, and I know that a lot of people would disagree with me, but I feel the way that I feel.
Me being like, send hate to Simone. I'm kidding.
I don't eat steak anymore, so and I love steak sauce.
Flex.
I always love steak sauce. I always love steak sauce. So anytime I can eat it, I will.
I don't even know what steak sauce tastes like.
Oh my God, it's so effing motherfucking.
As we all know, I have literally
the palate of
a wall.
That is it.
Like
that's what it is. That's what it is.
Like I literally eat my vegetables plain, and like
and you're like
anything with too much seasoning. I feel like, you know that meme that's like, what would kill a pilgrim? Like if you brought a colonial person into current day and like showed them an iPod, they'd explode. That's how I feel when people present me with a properly seasoned meal.
Isabella, let's move on to the next one because we're not gonna do this.
Carrots and celery, Avi.
Completely.
Thank
I'm not
God.
gonna fight you. I'm not gonna fight
Those,
you.
honestly, I ship them.
No, yeah.
I aspire
cool.
to have what they have.
I agree.
Dolphins and sharks.
I mean, I guess but to me, they're more like,
I don't think it's a healthy relationship.
I feel like they're more like the president of like, what country can I name without pissing people off? It's like it's like the prime minister of Canada and like the US. I don't effing know. Like they're just like coexisting. Like they're both leaders and they're like, I don't love that you're here.
That's interesting. This is how I view it. Dolphins are cheerleaders and sharks are like football players. Because here's what I'm going to say. They're both toxic in their own way. Sharks eat people. Mean. And dolphins supposedly, trigger warning, sexually assault other creatures and people in a really dark and twisted way. So I kind of think they might have something like sinister.
True. Okay. I feel as though cauliflower and broccoli are dating.
You don't have to defend that. They're married.
Don't fight me, fight your mama.
No one's fighting anyone. Cream cheese and butter. Are you good with that?
Sure, but I'm thinking of a bagel.
Okay, yeah, that's where they fuck.
You know what? Bagel
is the mattress for them to have sex on.
Okay, is the bagel. Okay, I see you and I up you. Cheesecake. They have sex on the crumb lining.
Who's they? You just named one person.
No, the cream cheese and the butter to come together to make a cheesecake. They hump on the mattress, but now when they've been married for a really long time.
Wow.
And now
that's very interesting. That's
they hump on the mattress.
I like that.
But now they've been married for like 20 years.
I like that a lot.
So.
Yes.
So now they've upgraded.
Yes. I love that.
Now
that's beautiful.
Now they're humping
beautiful,
on the crust.
Simone. If anyone here has ever thought that Simone wasn't an artist, write that in your diary.
Yep.
New York and California, they're like the hot indie cool couple.
Of course they are.
Yeah. And like I'm obsessed with them.
They don't have to be around each other all the time.
I aspire to be what they are. Like California is like that little cutie like movie star girlfriend, and New York is like the indie like music producer, rich
I agree.
boyfriend. Okay, next. This is the next segment. What celebrities, for fun, what celebrities do we think would be fun to date each other? And if they start dating, they have to invite us to the wedding.
They do.
Leonardo DiCaprio and Dame Judi Dench.
The way in which I know you're going to name people that I have no fucking clue they are. Of course I know who Leonardo DiCaprio is. But is Jane Judi Dench any older than 23? Because otherwise she's fucking out of the running.
You look up and you tell me.
Judi Dench.
Here's the thing. First of all, we're going to kick this bad habit in the gut because I don't know what he's doing just dating baby girls. I don't know. That sends off a lot of alarms for me. I say, Leo, Leo, Leo. What? But maybe it has to do with him being a child star and kind of like living in that reality. And I know, like, I don't know. I'd be interested to do a psychological study on him. Here's what I'm going to say.
You know.
He hasn't dated an older woman yet. So
he's not dating her.
Jump into the deep end.
I'm gonna let you have it because anything to get him out of him dating older than 23-year-olds, period.
Kristen Chenoweth and Bruno Mars.
Why you're naming people that I don't know?
I kind of snapped with that one. They're both tiny, really talented musically, and really sweet. And I feel like they'd have so much fun and they'd giggle with each other all the time.
Oh, this girl. Oh yeah. I know who this is. I know
another
who this
one.
Is.
This one kind of feels awesome. And I know this isn't possible because he's married. But my girl Drew Barrymore deserves all the love in the world.
She does.
She's so beautiful. She's inside and out and just incredible. Mm-hmm. Drew Barrymore and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
I like that.
Right?
I like that.
Wouldn't
now you
that
actually
kind
did
of be
snap with
awesome?
that one. I do kind of really like that.
Yeah.
I do. There's something about that. And I can't even put words to that. There's something about that I do like.
I'm just going to put that out there, Drew. I'll help you find the one.
Period.
I'm going to find you a boyfriend, Drew Barrymore. Not that you need my help and not that you need a boyfriend. But if you want, I'm going to find him because I think you deserve the best.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Doja Cat and Pete Davidson.
Oh, God. That's trouble.
I would love to fucking see it. And I would love to fucking see it because Pete needs to be with someone that I feel like is really going to give him a fucking run for his money. Because I hear that he gives other people a run for their money. And I really feel like Doja Cat, she's such a particular personality. And then also her sex appeal. I'm just imagining them being in the boudoir together and her being like, get on your knees and suck my toes. And he's like tied up, ball gag in his mouth. And he's like trying to suck her toes through the ball gag. And she's like, try harder, bitch.
Oh my God, Simone.
Love that. I love that image. I just love it. I want them together. Even if it's like the most chaotic 3 months of life, I want that. Period. So the last people that I think should be together, which is obvious.
Idris Elba and Idina Menzel. They have the same name.
No. Okay. Is, of course, Megan Thee Stallion and Young Miami. Period. They need to be together. Okay. Period. And I know, Isabella, that you don't have a big opinion on this. Young Miami, aka one half of the City Girls, has a show called Carisha Please. Yes. And she had Megan Thee Stallion on it. And baby, when I say that entire time, the sexual chemistry, I need you to watch this video and I need you to react to it.
Yeah. I'm watching it right now.
Okay, you like girls? I mean, I like what I like. I like you. You do? I do. You'll fuck me. What you saying like that? Because would you fuck me? Yeah, I would. So who on top? Me? It's definitely giving top, you know that. Okay, I'll be a bottom for you.
I've seen this. I love, yes, agreed.
I love them.
This is so you, Simone.
On bottom. Yep. And they both talk about each other's men's like, I mean, like they here, but like, ugh, like, but I really want to be with you.
Definitely these two should date. This gives the energy of a Negroni Spagliato.
Yes.
With Prosecco in it.
Yes.
Also Emma Chamberlain and Curly Q. What's his name? The one that like is hot and has sex appeal with everyone. Chicken Man. What's his name? Jack Harlow. That couple would literally be awesome.
No, because I want Jack Harlow to like stop just flirting with black women and I want him to date a black woman really bad. Like he has a really big rep for like throwing himself at any black woman, but I think he just loves women.
I think he just throws himself at any woman. He loves women.
I know, he loves women.
And that's so rare to see in media. Mm-hmm. Truly, it is rare to see a man just unapologetically appreciating women and just loving women. Not like being like, oh, I love women, like ew, but like just like he's like love women, appreciates them, just thinks they're amazing. Wait, maybe Jack Harlow should date me.
Maybe Jack Harlow should date me. I'm like fuck you, bitch. He's mine. This perfectly segues us into, you know what? It's time. We've been silly for long enough. It's time to get serious. It's time to talk about dating. Yeah. Here we go. This is where I put my panties on.
Date busting.
And I lace my freaking shoes up. Let's talk about date busting. Let's talk about myth busting when it comes to dating, okay? Yeah. Let's talk about all these little sayings that we always hear. Let's start off with, if he wanted to, he would. True or false?
I think true and false.
Tell me why.
True and false, because I believe if he wanted to, he would. I do believe that. When men are interested, you know that they're interested. I speak this from experience because every time I question if they're interested, they are not. They're not. And that's nothing against you. It's just, okay, just like they don't get it. They're not compatible. And that's a gift. When a man isn't interested in you, that's a gift because it's like, oh, great. Thank you for not being interested. That makes things so much clearer for me. Now it's time for me to move on. Yeah. But I also think there are times where if he wanted to and he doesn't because he's anxious, he's nervous, he's in his head, he's not ready. And to that I say, maybe he wants to, but he's not ready. Either way, I think you need to move on. Either if he wanted to, he would, or he wants to and he's not. And he can't. So also goodbye. And he can't. Or he's holding himself back. Either way, goodbye. You don't need to be waiting around for it. I just had a friend who was like seeing this guy and she was like, he wasn't really ready for a relationship, whatever, but I think he really wants it. And I was like, Okay, that's totally fine. That's totally
Right.
respectable. Dude, move at your own pace. But
Right.
that doesn't mean that you're going to wait around. You are going to
Exactly.
continue because you deserve someone that is ready. And so you're going to leave and you're going to go, okay, I'm just doing me. I'm just whatever,
Right.
figuring it out. And
Right.
if later on in life he's like, hey, I miss you. I love you. I want to be with you. I am ready. If you are still available, maybe we can reconsider. But you're not going to wait around. And
No.
if you're not available, you're not available.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in if he wanted to, he would 110,000%.
Yeah.
Only because like I've lived enough life at this point and kissed enough frogs and dated
Yeah.
enough boys to
Yes.
personally sit here and tell you
Yes.
if he wanted to, he would.
Because
Period.
Simone has experienced he wants to and he does.
Yes, I have. I know that like now having experienced that, it makes me double down on me saying if he wanted to, he would. Because when I look at all of my past relationships, I'm like, oh, just like Isabella said, like he did not want to. When you're being so clear with someone about what you want, what your desires are, what your goals are, and you have communicated yourself to death, and there's still no change, he doesn't want to change, babe. That's it.
Oh, also, I think in general, it's a good practice to teach yourself to never accept less than what
Yes.
you deserve. And also,
Yes.
like in general, it's an important lesson for people. I don't want to generalize and say it's just men because it's anyone.
Right. Yeah.
I know the phrase is he wanted to, he would. So we're talking
Yeah.
about boys, but like it's
Yeah.
literally for anyone. But also, I just think we can teach each other a lot by not accepting the bare minimum. Because other people are going to learn, okay, if I want someone to stick around, I have to show them I care. I have to
Yes.
step my little petunia.
Yes.
And that's
Yes.
so important for everyone to
Yes.
do.
I
In
agree.
life. It's same with friendships. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I cry every time I talk about my friends because I feel so lucky to have
Right.
so
A
many
community.
amazing people in my life.
Right.
Really, really special. And
Right.
so much so that it's like, well, I have friends that are always there for me, that challenge me, that tell me when I'm in the wrong, that tell me when I'm right, that are there for me, that bring me flowers, that take
Right.
care of me, like that are just incredible people. And I
Yeah.
know that I am an incredible friend to them too. And
Right.
it's amazing because then when there are other friends that are fun to be around, but are
But-
not,
Yeah.
there for me the same way, or
Yeah.
kind of have some toxic behaviors, I say,
Yeah.
love you, I wish you the best, but
I'm all set.
I'm all set actually. I have a really high standard for what I accept versus
Yeah.
I have dated people in the past that have done the bare minimum. And so when people do the bare minimum, I'm like, wow, which I should not.
But again, you literally just said though that once you experience more,
Right.
you are a lot less willing to take less.
Wow.
So I encourage you guys to,
Yeah.
if you feel like you might not even be aware that something is the bare minimum, but you can have a sense of when you're not being fulfilled. You might not know exactly what the ceiling is, but you know when you're close to the
Yes,
basement.
yes.
So if you feel like you are closer to the basement,
Yes.
then okay, take some steps to get out of that situation.
Right.
And then figure out what your ceiling is and then go for it. And then like don't compromise.
Teach other people how you want to be treated.
Yes.
Like if you want someone
Yes.
to be bringing you flowers
Oh, that's
or
a
like
big one.
doing all these incredible
big
acts
one.
of service for you, start out by doing acts of service for them. Show them how you want to be treated. And this is tough because two things. One, a TikTok told me that the way that you teach others to treat you well is by treating yourself well. And
Yes.
that first and foremost, because they
Yes.
were like, if there was a mirror and basically
Period.
like you were gonna try to teach the mirror how to do something that you're doing, you would
You would do it.
first.
That's
so
really
you have
good.
to treat yourself incredibly and show them how that you treat yourself, but then also treat them great. And then secondly, this has always been an issue for me because I'm on a side of TikTok right now that talks about your feminine power in a way that I don't know if I fully agree with and I don't fully understand because they
Okay.
talk about feminine power,
energy.
feminine energy. They're like,
Yep.
feminine
Yep.
energy is receiving.
Soft. It's
Receiving
yes.
and not
Yes.
giving. They're like,
Yes.
never text a man first. Never pursue a guy. Never give more than you're receiving. And I find that to be misogynistic and really frustrating because I want to be able to give. And I don't
Yeah.
want to feel like, oh shoot, if I tell this guy I really care about him, or if I bring him things or do things for him to express my love, that that's not in my feminine power, and B, he's no longer going to like me or be attracted to me because I'm doing things to express my love. I think that can be game worthy, and I think that can be troublesome.
I completely agree with what you're saying. We have to talk about the whole like feminine energy and like all of those things and how it's receiving, it's not giving. This is one of these subjects where I wish this society was different, but it's just not, and we have to play in the realm that we are in and not play on a field that we wish we had. I was reading someone's book. I was reading Will Smith's book, and he said that a lot of people's mistakes is that they do not play with the deck of cards that they have. They are playing the
Deck of cards they want to have.
There we go. They're not playing the hand that they were dealt. They're playing the hand that they wish they had, or they're operating off of what they wish they had. Or like all of us, we just spend so much time thinking about and wishing for and longing for what we don't have without saying like, okay, well, this is the circumstance that I'm in, so what can I do inside of that? Now, I say that to say that I really do wish that we were in a place where we could firmly be like, well, if you want to text him, if you want to pour into him, if you want to like say how you feel and blah blah blah, not play games and just do that. The reality of the situation is that one, that changes as you get older. It changes on depending on what your circumstances are. But I do believe that unfortunately, as giving as you and I are, not everybody deserves that. Period. And that was a hard lesson for me to learn, because I am so like, my love is limitless. My love is full. It's a very, very particular type of love that I give. And I had to learn that I cannot just give that out to anybody. It doesn't stop me from being this way. It doesn't stop me from loving this way. I just have become more selective about it. Like I am a very like giving, loving, touchy, feely, emotionally person. But what's interesting is that depending on the person that you talk to that has known me in my life, they might have very different opinions of me.
Right.
Especially the men that I've dated, especially as I've gotten older. They will likely have very different opinions.
And and also that like is on growth too. I think that's a really beautiful thing about growing as a person is like, I would hope people that knew me at different times in my life. Well, I mean, I hope they all think I'm nice.
At a base. Like people will say like, no one's going to be like, she was a horrible person to me. She cheated on me. She dragged me through the mud. And then the next person's like, she was an angel to me. No. Right. Everyone would say about the same thing about me. I don't even think it's that. I think that I have learned to set boundaries. Some men might say that like I can be a little bit cold, or that they don't know me to be so affectionate. They don't know me to be so open. You don't, because you didn't earn that from me.
Yeah. And that
you didn't
makes
get
sense.
that part
and
from me.
And that's very healthy.
That's a boundary. You don't get to take that from me. I want to make it so clear again. You can be exactly who you want to be. Isabella is one of the most loving, caring, like thinks about everybody else's feelings and like cares so deeply about her friend's person, cares so deeply about people, and stay like that. Stay like that. But I'm not going to tell you to go out and date Brian and give him that on the first date. Absolutely not. I'm not even going to tell you to give that to him on the 17th date. I'm not. Until Brian shows that he is, I hate to use the word worthy, but that's what it is, for lack of a better word. Until he shows that he is worthy of that from you, I don't think that you need to give that to him. And it's vice versa. People need to just learn boundaries. Like, it's okay for you to be like, you don't get all of me. Like, it's like a flex to be like, as soon as someone meets me, I give them all of me. That's not a flex. That tells me that you don't have boundaries. And we need to slow down, baby girl.
And I think that can be tough too, because I was just thinking about this the other day about how I think when I first meet people, they're like, oh my God, she's crazy. And they assume that the more they get to know me, they're like, oh my God, as the layers peel back, I'm only going to see crazier and crazier. But I operate.
Opposite.
Yes. I'm like, I will bring my craziest at the forefront so that you can know whether or not you like me from the get-go. And then, believe it or not, I get a lot calmer, I get a lot more normal, I get a lot deeper. And I think that turns off a lot of people, because most people are the opposite, where it's like, I start off lukewarm, and the more you get to know me, I get crazier, I get kookier, but I'm actually the other way around. And I think that can also be tricky when I date men, because I think they're like, oh my God, she's insane and she's only gonna get crazier. But I'm like, actually, it takes a lot for me to feel comfortable enough around a person to just be chill and just be like, let's just relax,
chill out,
here.
and not like put on High School Musical, the musical,
and not dance
in the living
and
room,
sing High School Musical, which is a huge part of who I am, but like that's much more common and less rare for me to give.
Another like dating thing that I hear a lot that I think is BS that I kind of touched on is like this amount of dates rule. Like,
sure,
I am not going to pay for the first 5 dates. I am not going to sleep with him until the 15th date. Okay. I think that it's a very... What's your opinion on that?
I think it's stupid to put anyone in a box. Like, we're human beings. Everything is gray. And that was an alternative title I wanted to name the podcast. Of like, finding the gray. She did throw that out yesterday. Yeah. Because human beings are gray. Every single relationship you're going to be in is so different. The way Todd acts with Melissa is different how Todd's going to act to Marie. And like, also Marie's boundaries are different than Melissa's. Like, the way that I feel about sex is entirely different than how Simone feels about sex. So it's like, why would we put this one rule on everyone? And the same thing goes for sex in general of like, when people are like, oh, this guy's really good at sex.
To who?
Exactly. And I guess the only real good way to be good at intimacy and sex and whatever is by being a good listener, is by being receptive to the other person's body, by being a good communicator.
I'm going to one up you and I'm going to say it's by being a chameleon. That's what makes you the best. Sure. It's by being able to be with Maria, be with Tammy, be with Patricia, and be able to mold yourself to who they need you to be.
Or even if you don't want to be a chameleon, let's say you're a bird and you're really good with other birds. And like maybe you're not good with a bee. And that's okay.
So you're going to date birds.
Okay. You're going to date birds, or you're going to have to learn what the bee needs.
Period. I'm
just like, never think that you're like good or bad at sex, because everyone likes different things and you can continue to learn. And like, I feel like that was the thing when we're younger. Like, are they good? Like whatever. And it's kind of like, you kind of just have to like learn as you go along like a human being.
Yeah, of course. All of this to say that setting such hardcore, like it has to be this or it has to be that, it's never a good idea just in anything in life, not just like with dating, with relationships. Setting these hard things besides like boundaries, I don't know, it just always feels like petty to me to put a number to something. Like, I only do this after this amount of dates or only this amount of time. Like, honestly, stay true to who you are, but stay true to boundaries. If you're saying like, I don't have sex with people for the first 5 dates because I have learned that in the past, like I just rush into things and like it's a me thing. And I don't even think that it should be like 5 dates. Maybe you need to make it that concrete for yourself, but
it should be whenever you feel comfortable, when you
feel
right.
And people will show you who they are. You just have to watch them.
Not only will people show you who they are, people will tell you who
the hell they are.
Red flag when people are like, I don't deserve you. They probably don't. Or they're not loving themselves and they're not ready for this relationship.
That's a point.
Just like, people tend to project things. Not always. That's not a concrete rule. But really listen. And even if it's offhandedly, even if it's joking, I hate myself.
Right.
And that goes to show, be careful with what you say. I saw a TikTok, this is the last thing I'll say, and then we'll do our 2 reoccurring segments. But I saw a TikTok that said, every single time that you describe yourself in the I am lazy, I am beautiful, I am whatever, write down, like for a week. Just be aware of what you're saying about yourself. And then look at it after the week and address those subconscious beliefs. It is so important what you think about yourself. It defines everything. Just be careful how you speak about yourself, and also speak kindly to yourself. And the brain cannot tell what a joke is when you speak out loud. So if you go to the mirror and you go, I am so beautiful, and you don't mean it, your brain doesn't know. So it will process it as a compliment, and over time, every time you say it, it will start to feel more and more real. I have started doing it every time I go to the gym, which is not for me, and I've gone twice this week, and now I'm a gym rat. And every time I go, good job, Isabella, you're doing such a good job, and it means the world to me. People have to start giving themselves what they want.
I actually just filmed a video in this exact same set, in this exact same outfit. And by the time y'all see this, the video will been on my channel for a week or 2. And it's called, Why Are You So Committed to Being in a Relationship with the Worst Version of Yourself? And I talk a lot about the way that you speak to yourself and kindness towards yourself and having grace towards yourself and others. So if you would like to see that video, that is up on my channel. I have my own YouTube channel called Simone Nicole. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm pretty sure it's linked in the description box of this video.
It'll be
but to our audio listeners,
It'll be linked.
It'll be linked.
Okay, this is a reoccurring segment where we answer a question that is sent in by the viewers over at our Instagram at Swipe Talk Show. And the question for this week is, where is Amelia Earhart? Where is she? Amelia, Bedelia.
I feel like it's very obvious that I think that Miss Girl, when did she go missing? Because Miss Girl stayed alive.
I was under the impression that she was either eaten by cannibals or crabs. But here's the other thing. When I learned her story growing up, I thought she was such a hero. And I wanted more than anything for her to just have run away. And I still want it to be the truth.
Yes.
I want her to have landed and just started a new life for herself without the pressures of being Amelia Earhart, woman of the world. And also social media didn't exist. She could have easily just started
Just disappeared.
Yeah.
I agree.
Amelia, if you're out there, text us. We won't tell.
Period. Crabs, all that shit. No, she got sucked up by the Bermuda Triangle. And that's what I believe. That's what I've always believed. In my head, she got sucked into the Bermuda Triangle and it could have catapulted her into a parallel universe. I don't think that she just died. Like the things of like, oh, she just like crashed and died. No, But this is coming from Queen conspiracy theorists. There is not much that you could say to me that I wouldn't have a conversation
about. Her plane wreckage
about.
was never found. That is wild.
Never found. And then also a lot of people went missing within, that's what they call the Bermuda Triangle, of course. But a lot of people went missing in that. And you just think that all it just so happened. It's just a coincidence. Like, come on, guys. I'm a conspiracy theorist though. I love to chat a little conspiracy theory.
Oh my God. Last week they found a clue to Amelia Earhart's death, and there was like a written note on the side of a plane.
What did it say?
It said D24 and 335 on aluminum panel that washed up on remote island. Oh, that's so sad. Wait, I don't like this question anymore.
Girl, how? Amelia Earhart was always gone.
I'm scared.
Isabella,
Should we
I'm not doing this with you.
Are we going to get in trouble with the government?
Why would we get in Isabella?
I also learned about the Bermuda Triangle through that one episode of Sweet Life on Deck. Anyone else?
No, I learned about it because I just learned about it.
Next, we have our reoccurring segment, Scream of the Week. What is one thing that made you scream? Of fear, of terror, of horror, of delight, of joy, of silliness. Simone, you start with your Scream of the Week.
My Scream of the Week is that I am hitting like a growth spurt on my YouTube channel right now.
That's so annoying. I wanted that to be my scream.
That is my Scream of the Week, I would say, is that
That's such a good scream.
Yeah, I'm currently at 77,000
No,
subscribers.
78K.
See, here's my thing. I'm trying not to like obsessively check.
Great, I am.
Oh, you are.
I know, I check it every morning. Simone's gonna hit 80K.
I'll hit 80K by the end of the week, which is insane because I was at 70K last week.
And Simone has worked so hard for so long on this YouTube channel and has put so much work and consistency on it in such an inspiring way. And I will say, not to interrupt you and take your moment away from you.
It's okay.
But I want to brag about you in a way that I don't think that you will.
I won't.
Is that what is so amazing and made me so happy last night is I was reading through the comments of the video.
My gosh.
Of
Yes.
You're not poor, you're just need to log off. And I was like, wow, be your fucking color fuchsia, because Simone is so deeply her color in that video and it found her audience.
My audience.
These are her people. The people
They
in the
are.
comments get
They
Simone
are.
for being exactly who she is. And that is such an incredible feeling that her people are finding her and loving her for who she is, versus like a random short that goes viral and like random people are coming over. This is a video where you are speaking your truth and being so deeply yourself, and people are seeing that and resonating with that. And I can't imagine anything more beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's really wonderful to like, there's no comparison to the endorphins that literally fill my body when someone says like, you helped me X, you helped me see this differently. I feel so much better after watching this. I love your videos. You're such an inspiration. Like, you are motivating me to change my life in this way for the better. The endorphins that fill my body are, it's like not even okay. Like, I could come to tears reading some of you guys' comments, and it's just like a lot to talk about. But the point is that yes, that made me scream, and I'm just really proud of the place that I'm at. And by the time you guys see this in January, I don't know where I'll be.
Hopefully she'll be at 100K at least.
That will be insane.
So everyone, go over and subscribe at Simone Nicole on YouTube. Get your little tushies over there if you're not already, which you probably are because she's famous.
Thank you.
What the fuck is my Scream of the Week now? I don't know. Wig.
Let me think about wig.
Did you just say wig?
Yes.
I know, wig. I feel that already. What is wig?
What is wig?
No, it's not your language. It's just for us.
Well, first of all, these are my 2 screams of the week. They make no sense, and this is just what I want everyone to sit on and have for the rest of the day. One, when Fergie does the flip, and she goes, oh, oh, That's one.
You nailed it.
The other one is the video of Elijah Wood, which famously I'm told I look like him, and I don't know how I feel about that, where the interviewer goes, do you wear wigs? Will you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs?
Do you wear wigs?
No, I do not.
Have you worn wigs?
No, I have not.
Will you wear wigs?
Maybe.
When will you wear wigs?
And that's our show, everyone.
And that's
Thank you
our show.
so much.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for our first ever episode of Swipe Talk the podcast.
Yeah, let us know
crazy.
what kind of topics you want us to explore.
Yes.
This one was a lot of groundwork of letting you know who we are, what we're about,
Yes.
what kind of vibe.
Yes.
But we're really going to try to hit that good balance of silly, fun, but then
Yes.
come with the follow through of we can
Yeah.
also get vulnerable. Let's take
Period.
our tops off and jiggle.
Period. Let's take our tops off and let our titties jiggle. And that is a
Yes.
note that we will leave you on.
Yes,
Thank
and
you
we hope
guys
everyone has a
so
great
much.
day.
You can get the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, and you can see the visuals on our YouTube channel at Swipe Talk, or you can see the visuals over on Spotify. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram. We have our show on Snapchat. They're literally any single
Patreon,
platform.
Cameo if you want us
Patreon,
to review your dating
Cameo.
profile.
We're literally on everything. Check the description box on YouTube and then our show notes anywhere that you listen to podcasts to get all of those links.
And I hope you guys have a great week filled with positivity. Remember to be kind to yourself.
Yes. Happy
Be
New Year,
kind
too.
to other- Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, guys.
Oh, we should have fucking made this about New Year's. That would have been a good fucking episode about like New Year's resolution. Whatever. We can do that
Oh,
next
yeah.
week because
We can do
honestly,
that next week.
it's not going to be New Year next week. And
Yeah,
honestly,
it
better to
still
talk
will
about
be.
it next week so that we're like in it and we can all
Yeah.
forgive ourselves if we didn't follow our resolutions, which
In
I
the
think
first,
can be
like,
toxic
week.
in a different way.
I agree.
Love you guys so much. Let us know your thoughts. Message us at Swipe Talk on Instagram. Let us know what topics you want us to
Yay.
discuss. If you want more silly, if you want more serious, if you want us to take our clothes off.
Yep. Let us know if you want us to take our clothes off.
Love
Thank
you.
you guys so much. See you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Baby.